Good late afternoon, and welcome to Silver Nuts Garage. If you've already subscribed, we appreciate it. If you haven't, consider it. We're not looking to make any money or get monetized or whatever that stuff is, or supported or sponsored. It's just fun to see how many people would actually watch. So, with that being said, just got a Snapchat from a brother in England, Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy and his family. We spent Christmas together 2 years ago, I think. He came to the States, and we had a blast, absolute blast. So I wish you and your family the best. Wish you were here again, or wish I was there. I think Jimmy said he's moving to Spain. So have fun, and I hope to see you there someday. So with that being said, lots going on with the 61 Panhead. I'll go over a little bit of this wiring that we said we would do, and go from there. So let me turn this thing around. All right. So we'll tell you a little bit. I've talked a little bit about cleaning the wires up. I've been having to clean these wires up, for instance, and I take them a spot at a time. I couldn't tell what this wire here was until I cleaned it, and I see it's a red with a yellow stripe. So some of these I've cleaned. These here, I didn't know what they were up into here and here. Cleaned them up. There's a red with a yellow stripe and a yellow with a black stripe. And I'm doing the same throughout this thing. Didn't know what these two were. Cleaned them up. There's a green one. There's the red there. And this here, didn't know what that was. Cleaned it up. It's a green. I'm cleaning these up with, actually the best thing I found to clean them up, some good old carb cleaner, but watch the paint. If you're on something you don't want to get messed up, you probably shouldn't use that. This is going to be a rider. We're having fun, so, you know, it is what it is. We're still trying to keep it off of it, but it is what it is. So I've been going through the wiring. I'm still waiting on the bulb. I got the bulbs, but I'm waiting for the socket to put in there. So I've been tracing all this wiring. I found out that, this is definitely the horn. This is definitely the high and low beam. On the right side, we definitely have spotlights, and here is your right and left blinker. So as I get up into here, what I've had to do is kind of take some of these, as we talked about in the last video, some of these loads. This flasher's a load. I happen to know, did a little bit of research and found out that flasher is in series with the front and rear turn signals, and this is what makes it flash. And what makes it flash is you bring power in on red, which comes to X of this, and then you leave this white black, and that's what goes to the common switch of the common wire to this single pole double throw switch that either chooses left blinker or right blinker. This is not being hooked up. It's a pilot switch in case you wanted to hook it up to something that told you your blinkers are on. So what I've been doing is I found out looking at the schematic that, as I said before, when you got the factory options, some people said that they were dealer options, but I think the factory did a lot of the, if you bought it, that's how they made their money, is selling options. So they would order it from Harley, but in the manual, they don't show the options. So at least I haven't found it. And if you have any idea, or you know some wiring colors, because I didn't know all of these wires coming up into the handlebars. Everything on this side, which would have been options, right side, which are your blinkers, as well as your spots, none of these are designated. So we had 6 wires going to this left side, and I had to figure out which ones were which. So that's why I've been kind of knocking the oil and grease off these to get the colors, because I'm actually writing it down here. So here's what I'm doing. I'm redrawing all of this so that I can tell what's what, because things are not as they seem to be in here, because over the years people added spots. Spots came on this bike because it has the package that has the spots. I think it was the highway package, or got brain lock now, but yeah, the king of the highway package is what it was. But again, it didn't show in the wiring. So what I did is, some of the things that I was able to kind of figure out is, I know that this flasher, right, let me see here. Where are we at? Okay. I knew that this flasher right here was in series with the power wire that went to the blinkers. So if I look up here at these three-way switches, I'll tell you what a three-way switch is. This is the blinker switch here. We have power coming from the flasher, which is basically power from the battery to the flasher, from the flasher to number 11, right here. Number 11 is the common wire to this three-way switch, and the wire that comes back, which was red and yellow, hooked up to 23, and this one, which is black and yellow, hooked up to 20. So what I did is I took an ohm meter, which is right here, turned it on. I just turned it to where I could hear. Turn it on this diode, or this also, it has a little speaker, like, tells you that it's going to make some noise. And when you, and I'm trying to do this, I wish I had a third hands. So when I put these together, maybe this. Touch these together, my meter makes a sound and makes a light. So what I did is I traced the three wires down here, found out what terminal they were on, found out the common terminal, and just started going back and forth as I flipped switches. So again, you're not going to learn all this overnight. If you, and I'm learning as I go. So one thing that'll help is, and we got some rain, snow, sleet happening. That's what's going on in the background. But anyhow, we're making progress. So far, so good. We're figuring things out. This went to the horn. Couldn't tell what colors those were, so I cleaned them there. So you can see that's, red and green. As I come down in here, it looks like we've got some splicing happening. And it looks like this crash guard has been welded back on. So this bike went down, and you can see the killer road rash here. So this thing went down, probably smashed in and messed some of these wires up. So someone spliced in wires, but you can see, let me get this headlamp. You can see that there we go. You can see the wires, the bare wires, in 1, 2, 3 different spots there. So the dealio there is, we need to tape some things up, and this is all to be expected from a, 63-year-old bike. So we are coming along. I also found out that the blinkers in the rear, they've been disconnected. So will we connect them up? Yeah, probably eventually, but I'm not going to sweat the blinkers right now. I'm actually fried on the wiring now. I have a very short attention span. So I'm going to bail from this wiring now to give my brain a little bit of time to rest. And I'm going to get on some other that'll make me happy. I took these floorboards off. I need to rebuild the brake cylinder, the master cylinder. It just goes in now. I don't know if there's any fluid in here. I haven't done anything to it yet, but definitely no brakes. I need to check the brake light. I do want to have a brake light. So we're going to continue on, and we'll keep you in on the loop on what we come up with. So we'll see you. Enjoy your New Year's. I am going to clean up and get home, spend New Year's with my wife, and hopefully some of the kids will stop by. And if not, we'll go to bed early like we normally do. So, Happy New Year. You get a chance, punch that monkey in the throat, stomp on that beetle, smash that bug, whatever you're supposed to do. Appreciate you watching. Have fun. And, hey, if you ride them, wrench them. But only if you want. See you.